code on this. In this case, what happens, if you see in the case of filter function, if I add additional filter, that is not possible, right? And or else I can do one thing here, sales underscore W04, you can add additional condition with the and or so, okay? And category is equal to technology. You can do it this way also. You can do it this way also. But you cannot add, addition. You cannot have more than one filter condition, like a calculate function. This is another difference. The calculate table function and filter function is somewhat similar. But in the case of calculate table function, you can use multiple filter condition. Okay. But whereas in the case of filter, you can use only one filter condition. You cannot use multiple filter condition. If you want to apply multiple conditions, you can use ampersand and United States and technology. You can do it this way. So in this case, the filter function will return a table wherein in this case, you can find United States in technology. What is the, so the subset of these records only will be coming here. But the calculate table gives you a lot of flexibility. You can add multiple conditions also. For example, here calc table, we'll go back here, United States, and here you can look at, in this case, sales underscore W04. Look here you can use technology. And also you can use another condition. Again, sales W04. Look here, likewise, you can use multiple conditions with calculate table. This is another advantage of using calculate table. This is another condition for calculate table. Sorry, so using this is a difference, another difference. The calculate table and filter function both returns a table, but using calculate table you can apply multiple filters. But with filter function you can apply only one filter. But in that filter itself you can use ampersand or right. You can you can write it that way. But the other difference is the filter and calculate table. This is an interview question. They'll ask you what is the exact difference between calculate table and filter. And if so in the case of, for example, you want to create a dynamic table expression with a specific filter or condition. In that kind of situation, you can use calculate table. What do you mean by dynamic table? Okay, and the dynamic table is it modifies your filter condition. Okay, it modifies your it modifies the filter context, which one? The calculate table. Unlike the filter function, the calculate table function modifies the existing filter context like calculate function. Okay, like calculate function, you can do it that way also. So in that way, it is really helpful, the calculate table function. Okay, and let me just go here and see. With this, I will show you. Here, first we'll start with understanding how to use filter. See, in this case, I have used, let me just, Boolean expression in this case. Total USA tech sale, here Boolean expression. What I am going to do is, the filter function also you can use it in the measure, new measure. I told you, you can use a filter function in the new table only, right? You need to create and click on the new table. That is where you need to use a filter function. And here I'm going to say the filter and here country is equivalent to this time. It will not create a table. Okay, I'm okay. Now what I do is I just click on the code visual, and here this one I just put it here 4.1. So filter total USA sales for technology, and here also. But in this case we have used the Boolean filter. In this case I have used the table filter expression. Okay, sorry, here I should have used the table filter. The filter. And this is the one. So this is a table filter function. Okay, I just use it here. But here I did not use technology, and we can use ampersand also. Okay, this is USA sales. I just remove tech here. Sorry for the confusion. Okay, I just remove this. Total sales, how much sales we made in USA. You can see it here. Okay, and this is your technology segment alone. Okay, if you want to see that, this is a Boolean filter. And here I have used the table filter expression. In this case, the filter function, I have used it in a measure. Earlier, we have seen it, the filter function used in a calculated table, where the modeling, the new table is nothing but calculate table, right? So now I use the filter function in my calculate function itself. Measure, okay? You can use a filter in a measure also. Here, the total sales will get computed on top of this subset of the data. Okay, fine. The next one is, I just take the same thing here. Now the question is, like filter function, can I use calculate table also in a calculate function? Let us do in the calculate table, calc table in measure. Super, it's working fine, great. So now I'm going to click on the, sorry, not the team map. I'm going to click on this quad visual. In this quad visual, calculate table in measure. I just put it here for finding. Both of them are same, right? The filter condition, United States and calculate table also United States. Both filter as well as the calculate table also, you can use it in the calculate function, inside your calculate function. Now I'm going to use the slicer here. I'm going to use a slicer. Where is my slicer here? 1 second. Yeah, this is the one. And here I just use the country column. Okay, here I just use the country column. Sorry, in the sales, okay, let me do one. I just use country from the sales W04, and here the country column. I used it here, right? That's all. And here I'm going to use, for example, if I select Albania, it is not showing anything, right? And here it shows as it is. Which one? The total USA sale tech. 1 second. This one. And let me use something else. It is not getting changed. And here, and it is not getting changed, right? Here, in this case, I've used the filter function here, and in this case, I've used the calculate table. So what do you understand from this one? So look here, 1.59. This is the one is total USA sale tech. In this case also, the calculate, I've added the filter, technology and United States. Okay, irrespective of the thing that you select, it will show only the technology, and in United States, it shows constantly. But here, it is not showing it that way, right? It simply shows blank because you have selected Barbados. It is not United States. Hence it is showing nothing here. But the calculate table function, both the calculate and calculate table function override the existing filter context. Still, it remains as it is. Whatever the filter condition, country, it shows only the United States sales here, right? It shows only the United States here. For example, for the sake of cross verification, I'm going to remove this one. Both of them shows the same thing. So when you add any filter in the calculate function, it overrides the existing filter, right? And here also the same thing. So in this case, I've used the calculate table instead of filter. I've used the calculate table. But when I use filter, it is not getting modified, right? It is not modifying the filter context, whereas the calculate table, like calculate function, it modifies the filter context, whereas the filter function is not modifying the filter context, right? So that is the difference between filter and calculate table. Using filter and calculate table, you can create a subset of the data, and also you can use the filter function as well as the calculate table function in a measure as well. But the difference here is the calculate table function, unlike the filter function, it modifies the existing filter context, whereas the filter function is not modifying the existing filter context. Okay, that is the difference between calculate table and this one and this one and this one. You understood, right? How many of you are not able to understand? Very simple one.